That's why I don't like to talk about this.
Wait a minute, y'all. Comment, like, and share, and comment. Comment, like, and share, and comment. Your boy done switched up on you. Comment, like, and share, and comment. Comment, like, and share, and comment. Comment, like, and share, and comment. And I know you lying. Comment, like, and share, and comment. Gotcha. I got it. All right, let's get this 8 because I'm ready. Fork over here. Yes, sir. Wait a minute, y'all. You guys look, if this is your very first time to this channel, run over there and subscribe for me. Run over there and do that for your boy. If you ain't already done it, you've been watching, shame on you. And guess what? There's a button right beside subscribe, and it's a notification bell. Hit that and make sure that it's on all, okay? Make sure it's on all so you can get every single video that we upload, okay? Now that you've done that, you are part of the LIPS Legion family. And we thank you. We love you for it, okay? So, but now that you've done that, there are some things that we expect for you to do. And those things are comment, like, share, and go for the team. Comment, like, share, and go for the team. Comment, like, share, and don't forget to comment, like, share. Comment, like, share. Comment, like, share. Don't forget to comment, like, share. Comment, like, share. Comment, like, share. Don't forget to don't get to comment, like, share. Okay, you got chicks out. We're gonna pray. We can get to the goodness. Here we go. Hey, man, how y'all doing today? How you doing today? Over to the side. The bean is in the building, y'all. There you go. The bean is in the building, y'all. There you go. Let's see if it's nice and fresh. Here's, you guys, Lil Bean has dyed sun kissed him today. Also, up here, I got my lips hot sauce. If you like your bottle, look wherever in the top of the screen, like some blue, hit that link and right there you can get your lips hot sauce. And your lips merge. Okay, you guys, today, for the food. Okay, y'all, over here, we've got a Caesar salad. I got some extra Caesar dressing over here. We got some breadsticks, garlic bread, Okay, y'all, so this over here is an Italian meatball get-up that we put together right here. It's got bow tie noodles at the bottom. It's got broccoli in it. It's got Parmesan cheese. It's got Italian meatballs. And, of course, it's got the marinara sauce. Baby, I know it's gonna be good. Let's get to eating, honey. Let's get to eating. Let's go. Let's go, honey. Yes, sir, let's go. You know, this here's got the Parmesan cheese and it's got bacon, real bacon too. Yes, God. Your romaine lettuce. And it's got croutons. Like I said, y'all. So good. All right, let's get into this pasta up here. It's hot too. Y'all see that steam? It's hot. Come off that meatball. I need to get some of the pasta here, honey. Oh, come on with some of the pasta. Here you go. Here y'all go. Ooh, wee. Y'all see that? Y'all see it smoking? It's smoking, baby. That's good. That broccoli. Make it perfect. A little salt, y'all. Y'all don't know that because I'm gonna take it out anyway. Y'all, it's so good. Jesus, take the wheel. Baby. These Italian meatballs are so good. It's so good. Get you another bite. Them Italian meatballs so good. Baby, that's the bean. That's good. That's really good. So y'all, we didn't make the Italian meatballs. We bought them in Kroger, already made. And look this. And then I took the marinara and diced it up, honey, with Italian seasoning, tad bit of sugar, you know, seasoning, and oregano, you know. And the noodles are cooked al dente. And wait, al dente. Baby, I'm sorry. Gucci down here proud. When I done drop something. Child, this is sad. Well, I can't eat honey without dropping things. But you know you're on the right channel. Y'all, here's a meatball. Gorgeous meatball. Jesus, take the wheel. Come here now. That broccoli added to it was the perfect addition. Y'all, this is good. It's good. So, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing? Y'all, today we're going to be talking about probably one of the most asked things over the course of my channel that you all want to know. So I decided I was just going to make a video out of it. That way, everybody can hear at the same time, okay? And that is how I became disabled, okay? Now, sometimes, from time to time, I will answer it, but most times, talking about when I became disabled was probably one of the worst times of my life. Yep, probably. It's probably, I know for a fact it was the worst span of my adult life. Put it that way. So, this is how it happened. The year before my mom passed, the summer before my mom passed, so my mom passed in February, Production and I, sometime around, I think it was in June. It was in June. Production and I took food stamps to Disney World, Orlando, Florida, for the first time. And we drove. We were living in Memphis, Tennessee. We're taking the trip. Our niece was along with us as well. And we're taking the trip. It took us roughly 15, 16 hours. We went on the trip. I was perfectly fine. When we came back from the trip, we stayed down there a week. When we came back from the trip, now we made it work. And I noticed there was like a swelling a spot in the middle of my back. Didn't think anything of it. Just thought it was because I had been on a long trip. You know, 15, 16 hours. And we drove straight through and straight back. We didn't like drive and take a break. We drove straight there. I was just stopping for gas and stuff like that. So, I thought it was just because I was on a trip, y'all. Went back to work. I was having trouble though. I thought I had trapped gas because it was still hurting me so bad. I was kind of walking, you know, bending over. But eventually, along the lines, it cleared up. And I got better. I was able to walk up straight and go on back to work. I didn't think anything of it. So, because this was in June, the next month, my father died in a tragic car accident in July. Like I said, fast forward on, the year ended, dealing with my father's passing, you know. The very next year, in February the 8th, my mom passed. We dealt with that, you know. Did my mom's homegoing celebration. Went back to work. A month later, my mom passed February 8th. Well, March the 21st. I woke up that morning. We go to work. I was. I went to work, and that particular day, I found, when I got to work, 2 of my employees that worked for me were standing at the back door of, when I drove up, standing at the back door of the restaurant that I was running, that was over at the time. And they were smoking. You know, smoking, honey, at my back door of my restaurant, where customers could just drive around and see them. So I fired them on the spot. Well, this particular day, it was also truck delivery day when all the products come in. So with firing them, I, went to calling people in to work and stuff like that. But because the product comes in frozen, we bring it in and put it in the freezer. And we had been having trouble with the freezer the week before. So it was working, but it wasn't working at full capacity. It was keeping everything cold, but it was struggling because it needed a new fan motor. We were waiting on the part to get there. So, fast forward on. Fired them, but I couldn't put the manager I couldn't put, I think it was my assistant manager that day. I forgot. But there was another manager that had opened the restaurant, and I was coming in, to be the second for the lunch rush, really. And the truck came in. I couldn't put her in the bind. She had only what she could use to run the restaurant. So that left me to have to put the product since I done fired these folks. You know what I mean? So I'm putting up the groceries, the truck, ordering stuff. And I was in the freezer and I was lifting these 60-pound boxes full of product. And it was during the time when we were expecting to launch this new item, which was going to drive business. And so I had ordered maybe twice what I would have normally ordered for this unit. And so there was stuff everywhere. All up here, piled up here. So I'm in there trying to get everything organized in the freezer, get everything rotated, get everything labeled, get everything, dated and everything. And in that process, there was some boxes stacked up behind me, and I'm working on the boxes in front of me, trying to get everything together, and I slipped on a wet spot in the cooler. Now, the bad thing about it, like I told you, my back was already somewhat injured from the trip some 6 to 9 months ago. And it had gotten better. The swelling was still there, but it was better. So, you know, I'm working. So, when I lost my footing, I had a 60-pound box in my hand, and I was turning with it. No, I was actually turning to the left. I was turning to the left with it to stack it up on a stack over here. I lost my footing, and when I lost my footing and I fell forward. You know what I mean? Which they say is worse than falling backwards. I don't know how that goes, but I fell forward and I was twisting at the same time. It was a bad situation, y'all. So, from that day on, going to work, I was going to work literally bent over. Like I could not stand all the way up once again, you know? So, about a week later or so, I guess, still going to work. And I got up one morning. I was the opening manager this particular day. And when I got ready to go to work that morning, I got up. Well, when I woke up to go to work that morning, I woke up. My body seemed to be fine. You know, I swung my legs over the bed, stood up, and collapsed to the ground. I haven't been able to walk independently without some help since that day. I haven't. So for about 10 months, 10, 11 months, I couldn't walk at all because it took them a long time to figure out what was really wrong with me. No one could understand why it is that when I was up on my feet, I would just shake. And my left leg, my left side was weak from my hip down. And my leg, I had what they call a foot drop. When I would walk, because I couldn't feel it correctly, I would walk and sometimes my foot I would walk on like, I guess it would be my ankle. Yeah. So my foot would turn under me. So, of course, it took months and months and months to get this together. When I got hurt, of course, I went through the whole hospital, workman's comp. They were paying for everything because it was documented, you know, the fall that day in the freezer, so they knew I had hurt myself there. I know y'all think that the worst part of this, with my father dying, my mom dying, you know, me getting hurt a month later. I know you think that's the worst of it, but it's not. It's not. Workman's comp paid for all my medical care for about, how long, baby? A month to 6 weeks?
I think so.
About a month to 6 weeks. They took care of everything. Every doctor's visit, every prescription, every emergency room, everything for about a month to 6 weeks. I couldn't walk at all. And after about a month to 6, because like I said, it took them a while to even find out what was everything that was wrong with me, and they couldn't figure out some things. During this time, y'all, you may have to look this word up because I ain't gonna say it in layman's terms because, you know, we're on social media. And I don't want YouTube to block my video. I do not want YouTube to block my video. Hey, glory. So, things just seem to get worse and worse. I had incontinence where I was having to use a catheter. Like, all that shut down. I was having to use a catheter to cath myself in order to, you know, to pee. I couldn't even, you know, things just wasn't working right, y'all. They just wasn't. I stayed in the hospital twice. One time for like 3 weeks. And another time like 17 days, them just running tests, doing that, poking and prodding everywhere, trying to figure out what was wrong. Well, finally, they sent me to a bone specialist. Oh no, a spine specialist, a spinal bone specialist. I don't forgot what his exact title was. Dr. Cannon, that was his name, Dr. Cannon. And Dr. Cannon found out what was wrong with me. He did. So, I had probably from, you know, sports and stuff, and in high school and different things and stuff. But anyway, I had vertebrae in my neck that were pinching nerves. I get a lot of crooks still there right now today. You know, I think this is called, yeah, the thoracic part. I had like 4 vertebrae in there that were bulging and degenerated. But then in my L4, L5, I had, of course, more vertebrae that were really damaged with the fall, where the vertebrae had, the fall made them slip kind of sort of out of place. But they were bulged, degenerated. But these here were herniated. And that means where the fluid would be coming out of them, and it was pushing on the nerve that was causing me this weakness on my left side. And then, right there, which is your tailbone, my S1 cluster was crushed. Behind my S1 cluster, I had a linear tear there that was so long. So once they truly found out everything that was wrong with me, y'all, on top of all of them going through, I can't walk. I hadn't been able to sit on my feet in months by this time. And when they finally found out what was wrong with me and sent all the documents in, workman's comp went to deny my claims, y'all. They did. Not only that, as soon as workman's comp went to deny my claim, my job fired me. Hey, glory. They did. Oh, but God. Yes, sir. Oh, but God. Me and production were running through our savings. Once they fired me, they stopped paying me. They were paying me. Just like I was at work. You know, through workman's comp. They stopped paying me. Production and I were running through our savings. We were running through our 401k. We were running through everything that we had done at that time, what, 10, 12 years? Everything we had done to build our lives. And we had a young daughter who said we were about 2 years old. Yeah, it was a lot. But through the grace of God, we sued them. Hey, yes, we did. We sued them and got enough money to take care of us. You know, I became disabled. Everything started to get better. I was determined, y'all, because my child was small, because Toussaint was young. I was determined to get back up on my feet, y'all. The doctor told me I would never walk on my own 2 feet, didn't he, baby? Yeah. He told me I would never walk on my own 2 feet again. That because they wanted me to have surgery, y'all, but the thing of it was that they was telling me that the surgery may or may not give me any, make me be in any less pain. So I was like, well, what am I gonna do that for? You know, I'm gonna let you cut in my back and there's no guarantee that it's gonna do anything. I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't gonna do that, y'all. So they started me on physical therapy, occupational therapy, you know, water therapy, everything you can think of. They started me on. And it took me about 10 months. But finally, I was able to get up out that wheelchair. Oh, I forgot. I got to go back, baby. During this process, I also, because I couldn't walk in this wheelchair, my husband was going to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, this, that, and the third. The therapist and the nurses and stuff was still coming because, you know, I couldn't use the restroom. So, anyway, so I had nurses, I had therapists, all these people coming to the house, so I was covered. And so anyway, during the same time when I finally started to make some progress to being able to get out of the wheelchair, y'all, where I could take my leg and my, you know, and try to do something, push the wheelchair, this kind of thing. I caught this giant blood clot in my left leg, the one that was weak. It was 21 inches long. It was from my hip down to, you know, toward my knee. 21 inches long. And then I had another one that was like 1.5 inches long that was in my ankle. You know, it was another one in my ankle. So y'all went through a lot. So back in the hospital I went. They were gonna do surgery on me and put nicks around the blood clots and stuff. But by the grace of God, they put me on this warfarin, like this high dose of warfarin. I stayed in the hospital 10, 11 days, and finally they got it to dissolve enough to where they said as long as you stay on blood thinners for the rest of your life, you don't have to worry about it breaking loose and traveling. So anyway, to make a long story short, y'all, that's what happened to me. That's the reason why you guys see me riding in cars. That's why you see people or production pushing me in wheelchairs. But by the grace of God, 10 months and all those therapies and different stuff, I was able to get back up on my feet, but on a cane, I mean a walker. And I walked on a walker for 7, 8 months, maybe a little longer. And finally, I was able to, with the exercise, the bands and stuff with my legs and and all the therapy and stuff, I was able to transfer from a walk. I just thank God I was able to transfer from a walker over to a cane, which is where I am now, and I've been able to do so ever since. And that's the reason why I don't like to talk about this particular thing. You guys ask me all the time, why am I disabled? What's wrong with you? I don't like to talk about this all the time because y'all in that, from June of 1 year to March of the next, I lost both of my parents. I became totally disabled, lost my job. There was a hard time in my life. I know it was the worst time of my adult life. I know that for sure. I know that absolutely for sure. So, that's why I'm disabled, right there. Okay? So, I'm finna get out of here, y'all. I'm finna go. I apologize for getting emotional, but y'all, that was a rough time for me in my life that I made it through. And God made sure I knew that if I held on and I kept strength and I kept the faith, that He was gonna make sure I was all right. And eventually I was. And I'm so thankful. All right? Now that's the end of the video right there, y'all. I love you guys so much. I truly do. I love each and every one of you guys. So I'm a newly Jan. I thank you guys so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one because you didn't have to be here. Hold on, y'all. You could have chose to be anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be right here with us, so we love you for it. So I'm my existing Jan. Round and round we go, hey. Round and round we go. I love you guys so much, and I'm going to see you guys next time.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Take a breath. Hold up.
That's why I don't like to talk about this. Wait a minute, y'all.
Wait a minute.
You guys look. Always remember, there's always more than one way home. All you said have to do is get there. So get there, people. Get there. We love you all. And we're going to see you guys next time. And if you're not able to watch me next time, you have lied to me. And I know you lied. Period. I'm going to see y'all. Next time, y'all. I love y'all.